Join us today on this special tribute to the actors of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. First and foremost, we're going to pay tribute to Paul Reubens, who played Pee-wee Herman. And stick around for just a moment and we'll tell you some surprising breaking news about Paul Reubens. As you see, his grave is across the pond on the east side and not too far from Burt Reynolds' grave. We just did a video about that. Be sure to check it out. But here you'll see loving fans have left some really fun memorabilia, personal notes, but you'll see some plastic snakes and lizards in reference to the pet shop scene. Here's a little squirting bow tie that he got at the magic shop in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And here's a young fan leaving his own tribute to Paul. So it's very sweet and it's always changing the items that are left here. So here's another quick look swinging from the other direction. You'll see Burt Reynolds' grave there in the background. And it's very touching to be here. Another touching and poignant footnote to Paul Reubens' life is that in the past 24 hours, if you're watching this video when it was posted new, Paul Reubens came out as gay posthumously in a documentary that was premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. Apparently in this documentary that's not been released yet, he discusses how he had a boyfriend in LA and he went back into the closet. He didn't really know how it would affect his career. And essentially he said because of the other scandals he had suffered in his life that he just didn't want to have to deal with something else that would give people something to judge him over. And I think it's just sad that we weren't able to give Paul Reubens the ability to live as his true self when he was still with us. He went as far as to be photographed publicly with his good friend Debbie Mazar, who he wanted to appear as his girlfriend. In the documentary, Mazar says, "He was my boyfriend. I know people will say he was gay. So what?" To me, that speaks to the depth of their friendship. We'll move on to another beloved actor and character from Pee-wee's Playhouse, and that's John Paragon, who played Jambi, and of course we all know and love Jambi. John is also buried in Hollywood forever. He's in one of the niches, and that's why I'm giving you a little walkthrough to show you exactly where he is. This is over in the mausoleum crypts on the west side. I had a hard time finding it, but if you walk in here, you'll actually first see David Lander, who was Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley. He died in 2020. So just around the corner is John Paragon. And have a look at this. I think this is one of the coolest burial urns I've ever seen in my life. John passed in Palm Springs in 2021, but he has a really beautiful niche here. And there are lots of these celebrity niches at Hollywood Forever. If you're watching this, you're probably already familiar with that service that they provide. It's not necessarily unique, but they definitely do it the best here. And they also have a huge number of celebrities. You can check out some of our other videos that we have posted and see who else is here. And we have plenty more coming up as well. So here's just approaching from the other side. There's two ways in here, but I like this approach and this view. You can just see the urn head on and really take it in. And now we are back in Palm Springs for a moment here. We'll show you where John Paragon lived and also where he died. John was actually in lots of other projects besides just playing Jambi. He was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. He was in Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, UHF, Cheech and Chong films, Seinfeld. And as we approach his home, I'll let you just have a look at it here with this interesting yellow gate. Seems to fit the big personality that he had. But he was one of the groundlings with Phil Hartman and Cassandra Peterson, who played Elvira. And it was actually Cassandra Peterson who was in possession of his ashes until they were able to fundraise through a GoFundMe enough money to have the urn built and have John interred at the niche at Hollywood Forever. And she was a good friend of his, clearly. So it was a friendship until the end. This next location is one that belongs to one of the extremely memorable characters from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, played by Mark Holton. It was Francis Buxton. This was his house, his huge mansion. You remember him flopping around in the indoor pool. And this home is on Hudson Avenue, just down the street from the No Good Deeds house filming location we just did a video about. And I used to live here in this neighborhood. This is Hancock Park. Lots of celebrities live in this area. And this house has a lot of history. It's the Amundsen Mansion. You can look that up if you're interested. And lots of big, beautiful homes like this in the area. So, it makes sense why it was chosen to be wealthy Francis's home in the film. And as we walk up to the front entry here, you'll see that it hasn't changed very much at all. If you watch the film, you'll see that the facade, the front of the house, still looks exactly the same. These columns and the various stonework around it looks the same. This is, of course, where Pee-wee gave Francis and his father the trick gum that he got from the magic shop. But even the lamp outside here, the ironwork lamp, is the same one from the film. So it's cool to see it hasn't changed much at all over the years. I won't spend too much time talking about this next location because I did a video recently where I visited the Cabazon Dinosaurs, but this is, of course, where you'll remember that Pee-wee and Simone sat in the T-Rex's mouth and talked about her big butt. And it's also where large Marge first dropped Pee-wee off. And in that video, we show the remnants of the Wheel Inn, which is right over here. That's the diner. And the diner was actually located right next to the dinosaurs here. So it's a pretty cool video. Check that out if you are interested. I'll leave you with one of the last things Paul Reubens said in his time here on Earth. At the end of the documentary, he sends an audio clip to the producers and he says, "My whole career, everything I did and wrote was based in love." So let's remember Paul Reubens for the love and the joy and the happiness that he brought to all of our lives. Rest in peace, Paul. Thank you for watching. And if you want to be the first to know anytime we post a new video about celebrity homes, celebrity graves, or filming locations of your favorite movies, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified right away. Thanks a lot. See you on the next one.